feel them. Matthew Francis says here, you can see I'm looking at the comments here, says he never feels the depth jumps. That's a really, that the thing about a depth jump is you're not particularly working on your muscles. You will work on your muscles a little bit, and it is a little bit interesting that you say you never feel the depth jumps because, and Matthew, when you do the workouts, what do you feel? Because if you feel muscular burning, if you feel fatigue, those are things that you don't want to feel. What you're going to want to feel is effort, tension, activation in all of your lifts. But particularly in depth jumps, here's how you're going to want to set it up. You're going to want to obviously have your mojo, and your mojo is the target that you're reaching for. So we call it the mojo, thanks to Logan Warea. What are you reaching for on your depth jumps? You're going to be dropping off a box, landing in your perfect position, in a stable position, and then you're going to be jumping. So if you can't walk off a box and land perfectly, I'm gonna see if I can demonstrate this to you a little bit using a really small box. That box. Okay, so if you're using a small box like this, and you're stepping off, and you're already, and your knees aren't tracking with your toes, and you're one way or another way, then you're not even qualified to do depth jumps at that point. You need to be able to drop off that box and land in the same position that you would be jumping in, the exact same position. So if you can't do that, balls of your feet, that's the first step. The second step, once you're ready to actually jump when you land, so first you're just perfecting the landing. Now, when you're ready to take that drop and jump, you need to be reaching for something. So you need to have something up there that you're reaching for, and that you can almost touch or measure. It could be a wall, could be a rim, could be a net, could be a backboard, could be anything. That's your mojo. Got to have a mojo in place for depth jumps. Got to. So then you're going to jump, you're going to drop off, land, and as soon as you land, you're jumping. So you're almost already jumping as you're landing. And each rep is meant to get you the highest possible jump. And this is how you choose your box height. So what you're going to do for your box height is you're going to step off a box, jump, then raise the box. And if your next jump is higher, raise the box again. If your next jump is higher, continue to raise that box until you either lose your form or you're not jumping higher. Does that make sense? Yeah, that's how you do the depth jumps. And each jump, because you're reaching for your mojo each time, each jump should be near the highest touch you've ever done. And you should always be reaching for that. If you're doing 8 reps, for example, and you're 6 reps in and you're noticing that you're not exploding as much as you were in the previous 6 or 7 reps, whatever it was, stop, rest, recover, restart. Because each rep is meant to be at its highest possible intensity. The reason you drop off a box is because when you drop off that box and land, it sends a central nervous system response. Your nervous system is responding to that shock, and it's taxing your central nervous system, which then taxes your muscles. So you're not necessarily need to feel that. It's not supposed to burn. If it's burning, you're not doing it right. What it should be doing is, if you could look at the inside of your body, which we have, if you put electrodes on your hips, on your calves, on your hamstrings, and your quads, you would notice that dropping off the box sends a stronger neural impulse through your body. Now that's the whole point. And over time, you groove that neural response. You groove that pattern, and now it becomes yours. Now you can do it without dropping off the box. But you continually raise the box, and you raise the amount of stimulus you're getting through the depth jumps. So that's the point of the depth jumps. And how you do them is first master the landing, then raise the box, and make sure, you could bring your videos. Would be great if you have your videos. Always have your mojo, meaning you need to be reaching for something. So I hope that makes sense.